week, what's the president doing? He's in federal court, trying to do away with the Affordable Care Act. 100 million people with pre-existing conditions like your mom would not have to pay more for their insurance under now. But guess what happens if in fact he wins?
So now we're hearing the stuttering, and because they cut away, we can't actually see what's going on. Stuttering is a sign that there's a struggle going on to get the words out.
That's number one. Number two, what I would do is make sure that we reinstate the Affordable Care Act, number one, and add a public option to that Affordable Care Act so that nobody in the United States of America would go without being able to be covered for what they need. With regard to COVID, for example, I don't want to get too personal. My son.
So here we go. I don't want to get too personal. He looks directly in the direction of wherever the help is coming from. And he changes subject. I don't want to get too personal. And then he goes into the personal story almost immediately as if, okay, I lost it. My son
died of cancer.
And there we start the stop. My son died of cancer. They're right. This should be elder abuse. Not that Joe Biden is a saint, but this definitely should have consequences after this is all over to not do this to someone else.
Home from Iraq, and I have to tell you, it really, really offended me when he volunteered to go there for a year, and he came home because of his stage 4 glioblastoma. And the president referred to guys like my son. He won the Bronze Star, the Conspicuous Service Medal.
So some of that is his memory. He won the bronze because he's not going over there. He's not pausing. You're not hearing that pause. So the individual that's on the other end has jump-started this memory and going in this direction. No, tell him about this story, and I'm going to jump-start it. Not necessarily using those words. And so as the brain is getting kicked into this direction, oh yeah, from Iraq, oh yeah, that kid. Like he's got so many, he can't remember which one it is. But that's the disease.
Refer to them as losers. Losers. Oh.
So when he first says losers, there's no emotion there. He keeps repeating it because he's in portrayal. Because again, he's not sitting in a corner drooling. He's not that far gone. He's a little off, but he's not that off.
Talk about losers. My point is this.
So they've riled him up talking about this story. He puts his hand in a fist, clenches, and he's holding tight mouth. And I'm going to assume at this point someone is in his ear going, okay, stop. Calm down, Joe. Because if you've got somebody, whatever it is, it's very hard to get them to come down off the mountain. Which is the other reason why he's not that far gone, because they were able, in his ear, to talk him out of it quickly.
The idea that healthcare is debated as whether or not it's a right or a privilege. It's an absolute right. And so we have to make sure, particularly in the moment of COVID, that any costs relating to COVID are in fact free. The federal government guarantees to be taken care of. One of the reasons why people aren't going in and getting tested is they're afraid of the bill they're going to receive. They're afraid of what's going to happen. And with your mom, it's a different, multiple myeloma is a difficult disease to care for. And that's why one of the things I've done, well, anyway,
when he says one of the things I've done, someone's speaking to him, and then he looks down, because remember, if you have to listen to someone, you cannot focus in on the person in front of you. You have to go inwards so you can hear the individual that's talking. And then he goes into, oh no, I'm going on too much. And he switches gears.
Going on too much about cancer, I apologize. But one of the things that I strongly believe is we have to be in a position.
So I apologize. I'm going on too much about cancer. So he knows how to cover up his gaps. Again, not a monkey in a corner. He knows how. Apparently he just needs guidance. He knows this is a job. Now whether he agrees that he needs help or not, I don't know. He's obviously accepting it. Someone's speaking to him, helping him get through.
Mr. Vice President, Bob Woodward asked President Trump about white privilege and whether or not he benefited from it. And the president said, no, I don't feel that way at all, and sort of mocked Bob Woodward. Do you see ways that you've benefited from white privilege?
Sure, I've benefited just because I don't have to go through what my black brothers and sisters have had to go through, number one. But number two, grow up here in Scranton. We're used to guys that look down their nose at us. We're looked at people who look at us and think that we're suckers.
So as he answers that question, you realize it's just Joe. There's no one speaking there. Again, he doesn't need that person in the ear constantly. They're there to get him on the path if he's strayed from it, to redirect him, to help him with whatever practiced speech he's forgotten, and to stop him from saying anything really dumb. It's not like Miss Clinton, who needed it to help counter facts. They're literally just trying to keep him on path. Now, I'm guessing that they definitely practiced this scenario behind closed doors, because somebody speaking in your ear and helping you stay on track isn't exactly easy. It also says that that individual has to know that person intimately in order to help them out. There's their body language, there's their cues that sit there and say, oh, they're getting stressed, or oh, they forgot something, or oh, I know the words that'll calm him down, or oh, that's going to trigger him. I think this was their test run to see how he would do in a debate. I don't think he's going to do well.
Episode 1 of Surviving Jail has been released, and this is a show where ordinary people are put into jail, and Mandy covers certain aspects of their interactions and body language that contribute to them having an okay time in jail versus a really hard time.
It seems like a tough guy. Yeah, handling rough sometimes. Yeah, that's what's up. That's all from his boss.
If you'd like to learn more about analysing body language, there is a video course available on Mandy's website for Gold subscribers, where Mandy teaches more about her techniques of deception detection. There's also other content such as the crime series, an Interesting Mind series, available for both Gold and Silver subscribers. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel on Library to watch even more free videos.
If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Oh, no, I don't like this crap. Alright, sorry about that. I'll get back in the game here. I was distracted with YouTubing. I'm just having fun. Just having fun. Okay, where's my team at? I'll give you some support.